July Sports World.
And good evening, I'm Sean Green with the Lime Sports World. The Tridents are at home for tomorrow's start of the Barbados leg in this year's Caribbean Premier League T20 Championship. The Kyron Pollard-led side will face the visiting St. Lucia Zooks at Kensington Oval tomorrow, beginning at 4 p.m. CBC's Mark Seal looks ahead.
The Tridents dominated over the Zooks in last year's edition, defeating them in both clashes. And the Tridents will be looking to keep their opponents on the losing end when they face off tomorrow. Now, having an unbeaten record at home, the Barbados-based team is looking to maintain that status.
We won 3 matches here last year, so we're looking forward to that. But last year's gone. It's a new tournament, it's a new year. We have new players, and we're looking forward to the challenge. Obviously, these 3 whole games we want to win. If we win that, it makes it a bit easier for us. So we're preparing hard, trying our best to put plans into place, and hopefully we can come out there and execute and see if we get another win and take it from there. I think the guys are more excited and enthusiastic to get onto the park. It has been a tournament where we had a couple of days, we had a long holiday in Antigua, then we come here with another 2-3 days. So I think it's more enthusiasm than pressure. And especially the guys from Barbados here, they're looking forward to come and play in front of their home crowd. They have given us great support. We appreciate that as players, and all we want to do is go out there and give a good account of ourselves. So we're looking forward to the challenge, and we're looking forward to that first ball come 4 o'clock, and hopefully, as Sammy said, we'll be good hosts, but we'll win by 1 run.
Opener Dwayne Smith is ready to clear up a few mistakes and entertain the fans.
Last year, I think it was unfortunate where I got out to the first ball of the tournament, but looking to change that up and look to getting some good performances in front of the crowd.
Meanwhile, Zooks captain Darren Sammy is looking to finally get the upper hand on the Tridents.
We still got 7 games left. Tournament is still wide open, so we believe in a bunch of guys we have this year. Missing some players, but the level that we'll put out, we know they'll go out and give their all. And we started off the tournament against the defending champions and the losing finalists. So it's 2 games. We said, well, 2 bad games for us. So hopefully, my mate Kyron and Smithy could have a good game here in Barbados, but Zooks come out victorious, and we could kickstart our campaign.
The first ball is set to bowl off at 4 p.m. Mark Seal, CBC Sports.
And there'll be live coverage on Radio 94.7 FM of the Trident Zooks game from 4 p.m. And as for television, CBC TV 8 will also bring it live once the usual permission is granted for a home game. If not, we'll broadcast the game tape delayed later on that night. Meanwhile, cricket fans got the opportunity to meet and greet with members of the Tridents team yesterday. This occurred at the Bridgetown branch of Courts Barbados Limited. While there, members of the team were guided through the store and afterwards were seen chatting with visitors and signing autographs. Bowling all-rounder Jason Holder revealed that although T20 cricket is played on the day, he remains confident that the Tridents will not disappoint on home soil. The issue regarding the name of the Caribbean Premier League franchise Red Steel has been resolved. The team will once again be called the Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel. The CPL had earlier agreed to omit the words Trinidad and Tobago from the name, based on a request from the TNT's Minister of Sport, Anil Roberts. According to Roberts, the use of the country name infringed on what he calls the protocol surrounding the use of the name and the sovereignty of the nation. However, after the intervention of the Trinidad and Tobago Minister of National Security, Gary Griffith, CPL organizers have announced that the matter was now closed and the team will proudly bear the name Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel. Captain Dwayne Bravo had raised strong objections after the words Trinidad and Tobago were dropped from the Red Steel. The experienced West Indies all-rounder and Trinidad and Tobago national said those responsible for the name change were a bunch of jokers, noting that 90% of the players in the team were from Trinidad and Tobago, and if the other islands were proud to use their country's name, whether it was the Barbados Tridents or the Jamaica Tallowers, why not Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel? The Red Steel's next game is at home against the Guyana Amazon Warriors, and that's on Friday. Well, we have more cricket later, but now on to some track and field news. Levi Cadogan is into the semi-finals of the men's 100 meters at the IAAF World Junior Championships in Eugene, Oregon, that is, USA. And competing earlier this evening, Cadogan was second in Heat 4 in 10.45 seconds. Meanwhile, Michael Nichols just missed out on a semi-final place in the men's 110-meter hurdles. Nichols was fourth in Heat 4 in 13.92 seconds. The top three in each of the 7 heats will advance along with the next fastest 3. Later on, Tristan Evelyn will take to the track for the first time in the heats of the women's 100 meters. She's in Heat 2, which is set for around 9:30 tonight, Barbados time. The 2014 Commonwealth Games will start tomorrow, and CBC TV will have live and tape-delayed coverage of selected events throughout the 12 days of competition. Tomorrow's the opening ceremony. Then from Thursday, we're into the competition with Barbados taking on Trinidad and Tobago in netball, followed by swimming, and on Friday and Saturday, with track and field beginning on Sunday. CBC will publicize the dates and times of the events being broadcast via our various electronic media, so stay tuned. Well, we take a commercial break here, back in a few.
Oh, I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yeah. And let life take care of me. Oh, we're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Oh, shopping, chilling, everything.
Get Appy this summer with Barbados' largest 4G network, now upgraded for island-wide coverage. Activate any prepaid or postpaid data plan for a chance to win $1,000 each week. Check out lime.com or in-store for details.
And we're back. Depending on the result in tonight's final game, Barbados will win Group 3 of the Caribbean Football Union's Under-17 qualifying tournament. This afternoon, in their latest fixture in the Dominican Republic, Barbados Under-17s defeated the Antigua and Barbuda team 2-0 to move to 7 points. Now, this means in the ongoing match between Guyana and the host, a win for Guyana will put them level with Barbados on points, and they'll also have to win by 4 clear goals in order to pip the Bajan youngsters on goal difference. Anything less than a win, however, will secure top spot for Barbados. Action in the Banks Old Scholars Bragging Rights Football Tournament continued last night at the Lumber Company ground, and when the dust settled, St. George Secondary and Alexandra were both in winner's row. Alexandra got past Parkinson 1-0 thanks to a 26-minute strike from Corey Graves. Meanwhile, it was a similar scoreline in the game between St. George and Corrigan Parry, with Carl Belgrave netting in the 5th minute. The action continues over the next 3 days at the same venue, with the first and second place teams from each group advancing to the semi-final round. The finals are set for Saturday evening, starting at 4 p.m. Back to cricket now. Barbados and double crown champions Jamaica are in battle for first innings lead in the opening round of the WICB 3-day competition in the regional Under-19 tournament being played in Guyana. And playing at Everest, Barbados Under-19s were quickly dismissed for 120. Shamar Springer top scored with 31, while Lee Jamon Gaskin added 27. Ramal Lewis took 5 for 47. The Bajans, however, struck back and had the Jamaicans at 76 for 5 at one stage, but the champs have progressed to 106 for the same 5 by the close. Chad Williams has so far taken 4 for 15. Scores in other games: Guyana 270, the Leewards 21 for 1, and Trinidad and Tobago 74, the Windwards 91 for 2. Meanwhile, the Barbados Under-15s also got their regional tournament going today, and they too are in a battle with host Jamaica in the opening 50-over contest at Up Park Camp. Electing to bat first, Barbados Under-15s made 219 for 8. Joshua Torbin top scored with 43, that's Joshua Corbin, while Jaden Jones made 33. The latest score we have from Jamaica up to news time, 174 for 5 with Naeem Young, so far taking 2 for 34. And in more Under-15 cricket, this time at home, Harrison College have broken their streak in the Lime Under-15 cricket competition. Playing at home today, HC registered a comfortable innings and 85-run victory over St. George to bring up their first win in the tournament. After winning the toss and sending their opponents into bat yesterday, Harrison College collected first innings points after St. George were skittled out for 44, and College replied with 171 for 4 of 35 overs. And on day 2 today, batting the second time, St. George never really offered any resistance. Here's Damien Best.
We pick up the action midway through the St. George secondary second innings. They're reeling at 32 for 5. The Sean Thompson Norville playing right around this straight delivery from Justin Griffin. Gone for 1. St. George 36 for 6. Kevin Carter, the new batsman, refusing to trouble the scorers, falling victim to Griffin in similar fashion. It's just too easy. And the domino effect continuing for the St. George lads. Kyle Walker attempted to play straight to this one. Beaten all ends up, convincingly bowled by Harley Mosley, 41 for 8. On this occasion, Tristan Thompson caught in two minds. Which shot to play? Trapped on the pad, out LBW. Griffin strikes again. St. George 42 for 9. And Griffin collecting his 4th wicket of the innings, assisted by a brilliant piece of fielding from the man at square leg to bring the match to a close. St. George 42 all out. Harrison College winning by an innings and 85 runs. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Well, thank you, Damien. In another result, Grantley Adams Memorial defeated Combermere by 55 runs. After their one was washed out scores, Grantley Adams 110 in 30 overs, Combermere 59 all out in 21.4. Shaquem Boyce took 5 for 24 and Corey Hoyt 3 for 3. That's